England were celebrating the return to fitness of two key figures, Mana Tuilagi and captain Courtney Lawes. The good news is that Lawes is indeed back after missing the trips to Edinburgh and Rome. The bad news, though, is the loss of Tuilagi. He strained his problem hamstring on Thursday, so after a hasty revision, Elliot Daly returns to the England backline wearing 13, as he did in the defeat in Edinburgh on the opening weekend. The headline story in Wales is the return of Talupi Faletau, out of all rugby for 6 months. He's straight in at number 8, so a rejig in the back row sees Ross Moriarty shifting to the blind side. Tane Basham, he wears 7. Dan Biggar is fit and firing, so no problems with the knee niggle he suffered against the end or towards the end of that match against Scotland. So there's also no Lewis Rees-Zammit, he's been dropped. Alex Cuthbert and Josh Adams are the two wings. And England's finishers, well, they include Joe Marchant, who joined up with the squad on Thursday following the news of Tuilagi's injury. Wales bench includes Leon Brown and Kieran Hardy. So a decade and a day since Wales last won here in Rugby's greatest championship. Will that painful sequence be brought to an end? Or will England send Wales' defence of their crown crashing to the Twickenham turf? Wales unable to handle the first kick of the match. England immediately into the 22. You can see the Wales try line there in the background. Randall again just pops the ball up. Taken in there by Charlie Ewels, but it's Wales who get the penalty, and they're off and running. Look at this. Enterprise. On to Cuthbert. Naruatoji straight over the ball. Well, it was ambitious, Philippa, but it has rather backfired.
Yeah, it was ambitious, and it was almost a bit of a carbon copy to the start of Wales-Scotland. Scotland completely in control, loads of possession for the first 60 seconds. Wales got the turnover, counter-attacked and got the better of it, but unfortunately on this occasion, just see there Cuthbert getting isolated. Early shot at goal for England, and this is key now, because if Marcus Smith can get this over, you just listen to how much noise this crowd will make.
Just the start that Marcus Smith would have been looking for. England 3 points up. We have been playing 3 minutes. Here's Randall. That should be comfortable enough for Liam Williams. Williams for a moment, just perhaps trying to exploit the gap one side there at Jack Noel, but thought better of it. There's the carry forward from Ross Moriarty, and Wales are penalised again, and off goes Harry Randall. In its own way, I think that might quite suit England. Courtney Lawes just going after him as if to say, hang on, fella.
Just making sure it's behind the penalty.
Another frustrating penalty there for Wales.
Hasn't gone the defence of the crown thus far quite as well as it might have done. And that gutsy win against Scotland a fortnight ago has kept that defence alive. Same angle, a little bit further out. Routine stuff from Marcus Smith. Cuthbert underneath it. Liam Williams back to Cuthbert. Oh, he's through. Now he's got options. He's got Beard on one side, but look at Cuthbert. Important tackle coming from Freddie Stewart. But Wales again on the attack. Have England turned it though, they get the penalty.
England are looking slightly more composed. A bit of a miscommunication there in midfield from the England defence to let Alex Cuthbert get through so easily.
One of the vice-captains today after leading the side in Edinburgh and then in Rome, and Marcus Smith, and there's the offload. And it's Ellis Genge. Tries to pop it up. Did that come forward off a Welsh hand? The referee's unconcerned as Alex Donbrandt takes it forward. Well, the penalty count mounting against Wales here.
It really is, and the key issue is it's giving away penalties in kickable areas. Frustrating stuff. Look, there's a little break here from Marcus Smith, and it's literally like a no-look pass there to Ellis Genge in support.
Tap the rolling.
An audacious dummy there.
Oh, that one slips by. So it's 2 out of 3 today, and Wales have dodged a stray bullet. Another attempt to dent holes there from England, and here comes another one! Well, I think Wales just about held that up. Mike Adamson was scrambling to get in the right position. There were a couple of Welshmen who are very slow back to their feet, Owen Watkin and Thomas Francis. And the referee awards the scrummage to Wales. Well, there you can see Williams.
15 clearly hooks the arm.
He's off his feet, yes.
You clearly hooked the arm. You clearly hooked the arm. That's good. Time's off.
Well, this is going to be a penalty against Wales. And it's more than that. He's been sent to the bin. So Wales down to 14 men.
Hold.
Here's Basham. Being met by Curry and one of his mates, Courtney Lawes as well. And between them, Lawes and Curry have helped deliver the penalty, with Wales going off their feet. And Marcus Smith ensured that it has been 10 minutes of profit, if only by 3 points. That's better from the Harlequin, 3 out of 4. England lead by 9 points to 0. We've been playing half an hour. Relentless progress here by England. On to Itoje. The final seconds of the first half, but England do have the advantage. Marcus Smith, Don Brandt. Ross Moriarty had to make that tackle, and he did. Moriarty's got to get himself out of there. The referee awards the penalty. Well, the try lines remain virgin territory after 40 minutes. But it is the 80% strike rate off the kicking tee that is the difference between the sides. 4 penalties from that man, Marcus Smith. England into double figures. They lead Wales by 12 points to 0. It's been a good start to the second half from England.
Yeah, it certainly has. Like you said there, in the first half, England played that slightly more pragmatic game. You know, they were kicking for territory, and it got them in good positions to be able to apply pressure and force penalties, which inevitably built that scoreboard lead. But I would have just felt like they should have had a try from there. So it's good to see England throwing the ball around, just testing the edges.
Oh, and it's gone straight to Don Brandt, and Don Brandt reaches out. And England have got the first try of the match.
I'm not sure what is going on there. So Adam Beard just feels like he might have been impeded there, not able to jump up.
Against his old jersey, and Marcus Smith just pushes that one across the face, but it's a 17-point lead. Elias, oh, and again it was partially disrupted, but they get a second bite to the men in red. Here is Thomas Williams, Falatau being met by Itoje. Itoje wins that little arm wrestle. Here's Rowlands. On to Owen Watkin. Williams, long pass. Oh, that's quite superb. And Josh Adams, well, it's been a while, almost a year since he scored his last Test match try. But how timely might that be?
But look at this for a beautiful pass there from Thomas Williams. Plenty of zip on it, cut out 3 defenders. I mean, that is pinpoint accuracy.
Well, they've had their opportunities. The 6th time that Wales have had possession inside the England 22. Oh, he just snapped at that one a little bit. Moriarty that time. Williams. The tackle from Genge. Falatau says, give it to me. He goes himself. met by the England defence.
Stay onside.
There's Leon Brown. Well, the post's in touching distance for Wales.
Back foot.
A chance to pause, regroup, take a deep breath. It also gives a chance for the defence to reorganise itself. Elias that time. What a view that is, out there for Williams. Tompkins! The match has been transformed.
And I'm really loving the awareness from the Welsh outside backs, demanding for that ball out wide. They got caught in the first half with one too many carries.
A crucial kick. And Bigger slots it. We have a 5-point ball game. And we also have a little bit of rugby history. A very significant moment in the career of the Leicester Tiger, Ben Youngs. The first player to wear the white jersey and red rose in a test match 115 times. Well, he equalled the record of the great Jason Leonard in Rome. Now, he's out there on his own. England's most capped international. Oh, and then it's put down by Sinclair. Rowlands. Couple of knock-ons. Referee still playing an advantage. Here's Adams. Adams back to Thomas Williams. The long pass out. Cuthbert. Cuthbert up against Noel. And Wales are penalised, and you have to say the tackle from Ben Youngs is what set off that chain of events. Marcus Smith to stop a bit of bleeding on the white England jersey. He's done it. George finds Ezekwe, who loses it. It's Rowlands who comes through. He had to take a second grab, but it's a penalty. There was a Welsh hand on an England arm. It's straight through the middle. There's Dewey Lake, being met by Simmons.
Inside here.
Talupi Faletau steps in to be the impromptu scrum half. On from Beard to Tompkins. Tompkins tackled by Smith. On from Hardy. Here's Bigger. Well, it's a penalty advantage being played here to Wales. They have conceded a few penalties in that so-called red zone, if you like. Kieran Hardy's off and running. He senses a chance. And the scrum half gets over. He has the try. Wales will return over the Severn Bridge with something.
Big moment there for Kieran Hardy, and they badly needed this. Just caught England defender turning his back there, switching off for a split second. Look as they're retreating. Really good awareness there.
Well, Mike Adamson says we have time for the restart. So there is just a chink of light. There's a Toji, and the Toji's turned it over. And that could be the single moment that wins the match for England. The final twist, and appropriately, it is the new record holder, Ben Youngs, who fires it into touch. And that is what it means to Marcus Smith, the Guinness Six Nations player of the match. England's championship hopes remain alive. They have beaten Wales by 23 points to 19.